kids, Mark Miller here. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Roy will be joining us about an hour from now, and we're working on the CardMaker app. Mr. Smoopy in with the first fanfare of the day. Welcome, Mr. Smoopy. Glad to have you with us. Smoopy's the winner. What'd you say, Karen? You missed his fanfare, honey. Wah, just wah. Yeah. All right, let's look at the app. We'll run it. We'll take a look at it. What did I win? I'm pretty sure I need to double check.
It's a brand new car!
I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, wait. Joe Express is talking to me in my earpiece. Absolutely not. This is not a brand new car. But we'll give you a copy of, if you don't have one already. That one we'll definitely hand out. All right, here's the app. That's what it looks like right here. I've got some cards over here. You kind of see what the cards are starting to be able to look like here. One of these, which one's this one right here? There's a little bit of things I want to change, like right here. Look at the text layer. The text layer is overlapping the card. I really want the snake to be on top of that, right there. So that's one of the changes I want to do. Let's add that to the notes of things I want to do. I want to. Sex positive. Sex positive with the second fanfare of the day. What are you laughing for? Is that how I see you? You, honey. I'll put your mic on if you want to be talking to me from the background there, so folks can hear you if you want it. Yeah? Always have your mic on? I want a card that just gives me a giant hand. Can I get that? Yeah, we can do that. Well, you mean people applauding, right?
No, I mean, I want my hand straight.
Oh, that's actually fun. That would be fun. Yeah, we can do both. We give you a big hand and we get applause, but your hand kind of comes up and it's giant. I love it.
Yeah, or if you want to get crazy, I don't know if you own complicated things, Mark.
Is your mic on? Do you want me to turn it on or no? I have it off if you're going to put it on. You let me know. If I can code complicated things, not sure. Yeah, nobody knows that. No, honey, no. This is a kid's show right here. This is a family show we're doing here.
No, but like, okay,
Okay, if we were to do this, this would be something with real props, right? That we'd have to do. We can't really do a special effect on your hand like that. So, okay. Yeah. So we need to get you a giant hand. That's your Christmas present. You've requested it.
Could I use a boxing glove?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Well, I'm just really appreciating the value of your contribution this morning to the.
Are you being sarcastic, Mark Miller?
No, I'm not being sarcastic.
Are you managing sarcasm?
I'm trying my best to try it.
Are you able to do sarcasm now?
You're so good. We just got to keep you on the mic all morning long. How'd I do? Was that good?
Was that sarcasm? It better not be
No,
sarcasm.
that wasn't sarcasm. We want you on the mic all morning, don't we?
You're in trouble.
All right, I'm in trouble. All right, let's get back to what we're talking about. So I need a text somewhere in here, text layer above the placeholder, but below the other layers. Laughing out loud. Mark is just digging a hole. That's design patterns out there. How you doing, design patterns?
I don't don't know Design Patterns.
Design Patterns hangs out every once in a while. Yeah.
Design Patterns.
Design Patterns is on the list for a pending fanfare.
Ooh, a pending fanfare.
But the spec Design Patterns gave me was complex, and I was like, oh no. So I did some research and I haven't worked on fanfare since. So.
I can't wait for that complicated pattern. Does Design Patterns have a place that they design? I'm getting my master's in design right now. Design Patterns. Do you have like a website?
I'm not sure. Design Patterns is, I think, more along the lines. My guess, if it's meaning I understand it to be, it's a programming term which refers to coding design patterns.
Gotcha.
So it's not quite the same thing as the design work that you're doing. Complex sounds like something I would do. Yeah. So Design Patterns. Anyway, I was like, I'm always managing. Where's my little bit of time I'm going to get out to do something today, and I just have I've had no time since I've had no time to do fanfare since the last one I did.
At me next time, bro.
What do you mean at you?
At me. You're like, I'm always looking for time,
busy?
and it's as if somebody is demanding of your time.
I am not at all adding you right now, honey. I'm talking about the time that I have, that I'm allowed to have.
Well, I think you're adding me.
Nope, within that time that I'm allowed to have.
I feel called out.
It's the Mark and Karen Show, kids. Welcome. We'll give you a demonstration of what it's like to be in a relationship. You can decide whether you want that for yourself or not. Design Pattern says, no worries, I can empathize. Yeah, I'm not worried about it too much, but, just stating that's where things are. Well, the fanfares always get done when I got a moment of time. So, yeah, Smoothie's like, ooh, relationship advice. That's right.
We've got tons.
We got tons. So some things I want to do today. Let's see, for today. Put out these goals up here. What do I want to do? It's kind of ambitious. I'm not sure if I'll get it all done. But the text layer, I want to throw this up here. Flatten the style menu. No. I'm doing something right now. Why always do you just take the whole show over?
Oh,
Pudding. Come on, Pudding.
Pudding's a real screen hog.
He's a screen hog. He's just not a little bit. He just takes over the whole show. It's his show. And he says Lego. I almost feel like we should have custom commands per... This is crazy. I shouldn't even say this. But we should have custom commands per VIP viewer. So like if Pudding says Lego, there's like an explosion of Legos that just happens. All he has to do is say Lego. It doesn't have to be a command or anything. But if Pudding is saying it, that's kind of fun. But yeah, I'm not going to do that for now. But that's kind of an imagined other world. All right, what else do I want to do in here? Property. Ooh, this one too. This is also ambitious. There's a lot I've got up here in the for today. Group right here. That's what I got. All right, so that's kind of what I want to look at. Let's see how much of that we can do in this group right here. I want to flatten the style menu. By that, what I mean is right now the style menu makes me dig in to find the pieces, and it's too many clicks, I've decided. I want to just be able to just have them all listed out here in one menu item, at least for now. Maybe I'll change it later.
Janiscu 7, where are you? We need your help.
We need your help, Janiscu 7. Are you there? Janiscu 7, there's a bad guy. We need you. Thank goodness he's here. Get that guy. He's shooting up my show. Good job.
Right now.
Get him, Jonah. Serious battles going on here on the Code Red Show. Fred, the ultimate lord, he says. Fred, your thoughts on that? You being the ultimate lord? All right. Fred says yes. Thanks, Inisko7 for showing up. Definitely looks like good list. Yeah, but don't know if it can be all done today. I have faith, though. We'll see. We're going to crank through it, see how much we can do. So flattening this is one of the things that I kind of want to do. This list, by the way, is generated in case you're like, what the heck's going on? If you haven't been here every single show, no worries. It's generated from this folder of assets here. So these three folders here, Infinite Stones, Magic Sand, and Witchcraft, those kind of go here. One of the folders, Infinite Stones, goes right out and has some entries in it. The others, Magic Stand, for example, has got some subfolders, including these shared back and front layer adornments. And so I've got Bookshelf, Gravestone, and Shack in there. So I can come in here and I can say, well, let's add a card. We can go to card style. Say, let's go to like legendary here. Looks like this. Let's turn off that. Maybe let's in the corner change to a worm. Let's change its hue. This is kind of what we're able to do here right now so far. Let's take that book cover, change its hue as well. Like this. Let's change the veins of the book and let's make them kind of a yellowish color like that, right? And so in this way, we can kind of take the different pieces and modify them to create something that's a little bit different. And then let's take that black and let's increase the contrast in there. Let's grab a spell. What's Catapult look like? That's Catapult. Cool. And there we go. Something like that. That's kind of what it looks like. Like that. So that's how we create a design banner says bless you, 6 positive. Oh, is your mic still on? Should I like turn off your mic on?
You should never turn off my mic.
Never turn off your mic.
How dare
right.
you,
Okay.
patriarchy?
All right, honey.
Trying to silence me?
Just trying to silence the lady of the morning. What do I want to do for color in here? I don't know. I kind of like that red a little bit. We can also drop it down a little bit so it looks like it's kind of coming up, just touching the top of the book. So that's kind of the idea, how we want to be able to create leafers up at the top. The bookmark's actually here. We choose different kind of bookmarks as well. Shift the color there. So we create kind of a unique look to a particular card, and once we're done with that, we've got that card that we've declared and created up here. So that's kind of what it's built to do, to create cards very quickly. So we just go in there, we grab the style we want, we modify it, and we built that card. I love the controls and functionality, says Design Patterns. Well, it's going to get a little crazy because we're actually going to do this automatically. Instead of just selecting one and creating one card, we're going to go into the D&D rule set. We're going to grab, for example, all the 5th level spells, and we're trying to create a Decker card that contains 5th level spells, both spells that the viewer can cast immediately, as well as spells that that they can give as a spell scroll to a player. So a player will have a spell scroll that they could cast if they chose to. I don't know, that's kind of where we're going with this. So it's kind of a big integration. It's a big way of changing the way we play Dungeons & Dragons. This is all for the Dungeons & Dragons stream out there. Genesis 7, did that work? I didn't know if that did or not. I'm going to check to see if the... sometimes we see these kind of dying, and I'm not sure why they... let's see, does it work? It's not working from here. I don't understand that. Let me try. Could it be as simple as a refresh of the front layer? It's not. It's not, I believe, as we looked into this before. Yep. You got to reset kind of everything. All right, I'm going to reset everything. Bear with me for about a minute while I shut things down and restart them so we can get those controls of the thought bubbles back to you kids there. I think what's happening is we're disconnecting somehow from our Twitch connection into this channel. It's my theory, but it's not a great theory. I don't really know for sure if that's it or not. All right, so here we go. Restarting Mr. Announcer Bot. Restarting the Overlay Manager. Got to shut down the D&D control app. Restarting that up. I'm refreshing overlays. We're going to lose our sound for a second. Or not our sound, but our music. Right there. And let's get the music back on. And there we go. Now you can control it from the chat room. So you can, if you want me to say something, or if you want Fred to say something, you just type in a bang and then their name. If you want them to think it, you put it in parens. If you want them to say it out loud, you put them in quotes. Quotes to say something out loud. Like that. You going? I'm turning up. Okay, thanks. All right. Cool. All right, let's get to work here because we got a list of things we want to do. I think I want to do this first. I want to be able to group properties across layers. So changes to one changes all of them. That's what I want to do. I've got a couple examples of that. In one of them, I think in the magic stand, here, let's create a new card here. I've got a, where is it? Is it, no, maybe it's not in Shack. It's on the bookshelf. Lower right, I've got a dragon, a cat, and a snake. The snake, actually right now, is just one image. And when we Q-shift, the snake changes color, but so does the mouth. I don't want the mouth to change color. I've got a second image that I want to use, but I can't really use it because if we move these around a little bit, it won't change. What I want, it'll still stay in the same position, then you got to move the other layer, or if we scale, you've got the same kind of issues there. I want to synchronize all of those together. So I want to synchronize the scaling and the X offset of the part that's going to layer on top of this that I don't want to change. And so I want to link those properties together. So that's example one of this linking. The other example I have that's kind of similar is over here. I have the lantern, and maybe I want to do a hue shift on, like this. And I've got the lantern light spill that's behind it, like that. And I might want to link together those two hue shifts, for example. I might want to do that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about in terms of the linking of the properties, in terms of how I want to do this, how I want to support having multiple layers that are connected, and you move one, they move the other. That's what I want to do. I wanted to make it so that it doesn't matter which one I make the change from, it'll still move with me. So I want to do that too. Let's go look at the assets folder out here for the snake and see what's going on with that. Do we have the snake here? No. So I was originally kind of thinking this is what I was thinking. Here's the snake eyes and mouth up here. I was thinking, well, if I want to group things together in terms of how they move, I'd pop it, I would put it in its own folder. But now I'm thinking, I want to do something a little bit different with that, I think. Let's paste it in here a second. Whoops. So there's the snake eyes and mouth. I think what I want to do is say 10. I want it above this. So would it be 11? No, because I want it inside of it. So I think it's going to be 10.1. X1 is what I think. There's the name of it. Then what I think I want to do here is I want to do, oh, I can't do forward slashes in here, can I? Can't do backslashes. Pipe, I can't do a pipe symbol. I can't do a colon. All of my characters that I want to choose to indicate a separator here. My dash I'm already using. I'm already using the dash as a piece here. What do I got left? That. All right, that'll be my piece, my delimiter. Let me just get rid of this. Apologies for that. So I want to do that, and then I want to say I want to say X1, and what that's going to mean is the X property is going to be in group 1, and anything else in group 1 inside of here that's also the X property is going to be bound to it, so they'll be in sync. So I want to say X1, comma, Y1, comma, H1, comma, V1. That's going to grab all of those properties and create groups for all of them. And then I want to go to the other one, the snake right here, and I want to say, I want to do the same thing. CardMaker's got it locked. Like that. And I think we got a problem already that I did not anticipate. I'm like, oh man, this we may be doing this the whole show here. Got it. Caleb Wells Codes is deep water. I'll make a note of that. I think I'm gonna have to make a change. I think it's in my fanfare file. Let me go take a look at that. We'll open that up right now. Yeah, somebody's calling me. I'm like about, hold on. What did I do? I see what I did. Okay. So I have to do two things here is what I think I have to do. Let's first start with your fanfare. Noticed that this gets kind of rewritten and changed out. So let me just stage this now and fixed deep waters fanfare. Let's see if this works. I think this is going to do it. Is what I think. Let's push those changes immediately. Not well. I'll commit it. Fine. I'll commit it. All right, so I think that's fixed it. Thanks for letting us know about that, Caleb. And we'll see if that works when you come in next time. Okay. All right, so the problem I think I'm going to have is in the parsing, how do I parse these names and how am I going to know to get this one where it belongs, right? I want this on top of this one right here. I'm just not sure about the syntax. I'm not sure about, you know, what I'm choosing. Like if I did this, yeah, I really want it as a sub of this one right here, as a kind of a following one of that. Yeah, it's a little bit weird because I'm basically saying radio button for this, this, or this, and when this one's selected, I also want this other one, this companion one, to go with it. So maybe I go back to this. Maybe that's what I do. So I have to invent this kind of thing called you know, this kind of companion kind of thing here. Oh, this is tricky. All right, I'm gonna walk away from this now. I think I need to figure this part out. So from the standpoint of grouping, I'm not gonna, because this is kind of falling into this, it's optional. And so we've kind of set up radio buttons, but now I've got two more things. We're gonna have to rethink the UI a bit for it. I think I'm not gonna do it right now. So we'll just keep this same snake as it is. We'll give it some thought. But I do have places I think where I want to lock together like these two, the lantern light and the lantern light spill and the lantern. And I want to group those pieces together here. So here, what I want to do is I want to say, well, at the very least, the hue shift should be connected like that. And so let's come in here and do the same thing for the lantern. So at least we'll do the grouping for these two. All right, how are we going to do grouping? That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked me that because I have no idea. We're going to need like an event subscription kind of service. When something changes, we need to subscribe to it. We've got some problems because we got some dependency properties in here as well. And we have some regular properties too. I want to move this up to the top. So I want to move all of this up to the top. So it's very clear when I look at this class that it's got a details piece to it. So, because the first thing I see when I look at this class is I see all these dependency properties and I think, oh, okay. Looks like we don't need that. So we're routing properties down into our details. In details, we just are implementing iNotify property change. Right? Not bad, but the thing that makes this complex is we've got these dependency properties up here, and we're really not supposed to touch in here because we need to maintain parity between proper setting property and XAML and procedural code, so don't touch the getter and setter. And I think the reason why is because they call set value directly instead of setting the property when we load the XAML. I'm pretty sure that's why. So what that means is we need some side effect. What it means is the architecture that we need to respond to when a property changes so that we can then go find all the other ones and hook them up will be different for the dependency properties, at least the 4 I've got here, X, Y, width, and height, than it will from all the other properties inside of details. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. But doesn't Windows have a 256 character limit on path and file name? Might be an issue with the law in the long run. Oh, you're talking about the maybe talking about putting things in here and here. Yeah, we're kind of getting there. I don't think we're close. I think we're like we may be approaching 140, maybe at the most. I think we're going to be okay. Okay. All right, so we've got this now. We also have this syntax here. The placeholder says it allows us to have a smaller file like this right here and say where to put it. And that's important for stretching things in and stretching things out and back. Holy cow, am I really going to go? Now that I've talked about it, do I want to immediately change course and work on that instead with the anchors? I'm going to say no. I'll stay focused. How you doing? You got your hand out. What do you need, honey? You want me to give you 5? You want me to? Yeah, is that it? You want me to give you $5?
Nope, I need way more than that.
This is our relationship, kids. Holy cow, that was a lot of green you took out of my wallet, honey. $5 or high five, says Caleb. High five. Hold on. I said I was going to stay focused. So I'm going to stay focused, still work on this, trying to get these two connected is what I'm trying to do. So we need to parse this out. Somewhere, when we load the file, it's going to be a load file.
C&W7, where are you? We need your help.
No.
Oh no.
No.
All right.
We have repeated double.
Here.
That better work. Yep, it worked. Okay, I'm in load new style right up here. Somewhere from here, we go look at that. Let's see. Let's set a breakpoint here. Pudding you need. It's delicious. Delicious it is and refreshing. Okay, so here we are. Style path. Okay, that's not quite where we want to be. Add background layers, add core layers. It's in this space. Add layer. Card image layer, get layer details. All layers to, no. I don't think it actually could be in there. Let's see what Git is doing. Add layer details, details.add. Nope, that's just a straight out. All right, let's set a breakpoint here. See what we get to here. There's leaf. I want to look for something with the there. There's the placeholder. Let's go follow this thing out. Oh, it's in here, isn't it? Card image layer. Okay, here's where we do that parsing. Cards are awesome, and deck comes handy as it is full of cards. That's right, Genescu7. That's correct. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Let me do one more thing. I want to go find. Get rid of all the clear name tags except for Fred's. Okay. All right, so now what I want to do is there's my open paren position piece right here. I also want to say, let's get the index of the caret symbol. Caret symbol position like that. If it's greater than 0, Then we're going to deal with that. So my syntax will be this has got to follow any of this if that exists. Okay. So if that's the case, I'm going to come in and say yeah, we're going to have code that looks a little bit like this. So we're going to call this the link string. And that's going to be the caret position, caret symbol position. Like that, and then we're going to, we don't need to trim any ending piece off of the end of that like that. So the link string is equal to that. I might do it just a regular trim, just getting white space off the edge of that. And then my layer name is going to be everything up to that point, which still takes care of this as long as these parens are before the linking symbol. So now I've got my linking string, and I want to do similar. It's really interesting. It's down here. I'm going to take all these parts here. Call this my link commands, my links, and that's going to be equal to this split, and then I want to say maybe a for each link in there, and I want to say handle link, or maybe add linked. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create just a storage piece for the links here. And then later, after we've loaded everything up, I'm gonna get the other pieces. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that after I've loaded it. That's what I think. I don't know. So I'm going to say add link like this. Let's make that explicit. I like to see the names of my types. Add property link like this. Clear that. Okay. And let's set a breakpoint here. We get to this spot. Clear that. No property links were found. Am I in the wrong folder? I put it in Gravestone. So it's here. All right, there it is. I got an H1. Okay, so all right, and then I'm going to say property initial is equal to link of 0 dot string, I guess, or should I keep it a char? I'll make it a char. And group number stir is equal to trimmed link dot substir starting at index 1. Okay, then I want to say if int dot parse that out int group number, and I'm going to say if not that, then we can get out of it. And maybe some protective code like this, or link dot link is less than 2. maybe less than or equal to 1. So, because we need to have at least 2 digits in there, then we're out. There's no link to be determined by that. Then I want to come in here and I want to call add property link again, but now with a different overload of parameters. So we're going to pass to the group number and the property initial. Maybe switch the order of those around. Oh, right. I'm going to kill it because I do want this as an overload. Edit and continue doesn't like us creating overloaded pieces. Okay. So property initial group numbers coming in. All right. Now we got to do something a little... I think we've got property initial. Wait, let's create a lowercase version of this as well. All right. Now, based on that, now what I want to do, I'm going to continue to go crazy here with the overloads. I'm going to now come in here and spell out the actual property name. Is what I think I'm going to do. It makes more sense to do a map here. It's less code, and I forget how to do it. I basically need just put a static constructor here. I'm going to do this as a dictionary. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it as a dictionary. So let's create a dictionary, char indexed strings, like that. We're going to call this our property map. Property map, I guess. Property map. And then in the constructor, I'm going to start adding the mapping pieces here. So we're going to say H goes to hue. L goes to light. I'm thinking of other ways to do this too while I'm doing this way. C goes to contrast. X goes to, I think, X. Y goes, whoops. Y goes to Y. Width goes to width. And height goes to height. Whoops, I'm sorry. H goes there. W goes there. Uh-oh. I got H for hue, and I've got H for height. I didn't think I had any overlap on these. How do I want to do this? T for height. Man, tall for height. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. T for tall. I could actually change the property name to tall as well internally. Thanks, Pithecotsis. 1, 2. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. All right, so now I've got the property map built in. T for height. Holy cow. Should we really do this? It's a little crazy. So yeah, I had to make these dependency properties, and I forget exactly why. I think it's for the binding. For the binding to work, I was thinking, I wonder if I can change these, because wouldn't it be great to make this all work on one, you know, on one set of things. Greetings from Cyprus. Welcome. Welcome to the show. A friend of mine moved to Cyprus a while back, like years ago. Wait, it's not Greece? It's close though, isn't it? I'm like not, you know, I'm not 100% of an expert, but I think it's close. All right. Okay. I know. I wasn't thinking. Thoroughly. When I imagined this. The syntax. All right, sorry kids. T for height. That's what we're doing right now. T for tall. What do you mean I wasn't thinking? I never think. This is pudding. Okay, so back over to wherever the heck we were. We were in add something, add layer, I think. So we were new card image layer. That's where we were. Okay. So we're going to add the property link in here. We're going to come in there and say add property link. And now here we're going to go to that property map that we created. I think it's just called property map. And we're going to say, let's check to see, does it contain the property initial? I'll say, hey, if not contains that, then get out of here. What's my problem here? Wait, we don't have a contains on it? Okay, I think I know why. Keys. Contains key. That's what I want. Okay, so the property map does not contain that key, then we get out. Otherwise, we're going to say add property link. Property map of property initial. That's going to get us the full name of the property. And now let's declare that. So this is now property name. So all that work to now get to here. At this point, I need to contain these within I think the card itself. So the card has all these layers, these image layers in it. I don't want to go to a static list because then, you know, something in I'd have to clear it every time we change the card. I really feel like I want to connect it to the card itself. Do I have a parent card property inside of here? I don't think I do. Yeah, I'm looking for something like card. I want to say this dot. Do I have a card? Nothing. I have no parent property that's the card. We got here from this call to this constructor. That's from CardMaker. Add layer. Where's the card? We're not here to add core layers. Where's the card? Active card. Load new stock. Yeah, so I kind of feel like we need to come in here and we need to start doing an add parameter on here. Like that. Do we have the images? do you have the images? You do not have the images, unfortunately. These images are licensed. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. These images I grabbed, I edited these myself, so I've not checked these images in. They're kind of in a weird folder anyway. Are these all, some of them are licensed and some are not. Some of these images are from Streamloots, and which is the service I'm using this for, and I've edited those images, cut out the pieces of them so we can independently adjust pieces. So I guess the answer is right now you do not. Some of these images I could make available if I had the time to do so, but I have to be careful because I know I'm not violating anything because I'm only using the images for what's in Streamloots, but I'm not sure I feel entirely, you know, I have to give this some thought before I say, okay, here are all their images. I have to make sure that they're already available publicly. I think that might be true. Then I guess the only thing I really have to do is I have to make sure that anything that I've grabbed that I don't, that I've licensed specifically, which there are pieces that I have, but I think they're maybe mostly in another folder, those pieces don't get out. That's what I'm thinking. So you just know you don't have these images, unfortunately. But great question, and yeah, I acknowledge that would be that's a valuable thing, especially if you want to try to duplicate what we're doing here. I will give that some thought. Okay, let's see. We were in the process of passing in these pieces here. So we're submitting active card. Hold on, something I feel like didn't work. Let's see if we can duplicate that. Come in here, choose add parameter, paste it in after card, hit enter. Nope, it's working that time. Okay. Maybe I hit another key and I wasn't sure what that was. Although that was weird. That selection was weird that it just did. It had to give me a rectangular selection that looked like, you know, kind of out in this space. Let's see if we can duplicate that again. Come down here, add parameter, paste in, hit enter. Notice it's kind of puts it right there. By the way, I would like that to move up. I would like to be able to see the whole method if we're at this point. I'm now selecting just this part right here. Change the card, hitting enter. Yeah, what's going on with this rectangular selection and the view shift? I'm not sure what's going on with that. That feels different and new. We'll go ahead and let's do maybe one more try. Let me undo that. See if I can duplicate it one more time. Okay, and come back down here, and I'm going to bring up the CodeRush keystroke visualizer, so you can see every key I'm pressing. So num0, add parameter, paste, enter. Okay, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. I'm hitting Alt left. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Alt Shift to select, and then right arrow. Delete, delete, C, and then enter. And there it is. A view shift. It jumps down and gives me this really weird rectangular selection. I'm not sure that's what's going on with that. Let's go ahead and report that as an issue. And we're going to say add parameter view shifts. So to be clear, I want devs. I want when we get to the method, I want to see the whole method. I want to see, you know, as much of the method as we can. Right. So scroll it up, and then also there's an unexpected. There's two unexpected, or there's at least one unexpected view shift. One unexpected view shift, and we need to see the whole method. Okay. Fred's not lost, he's fully present. Okay, let me get this in the chat room. Kids who are new here, we are dog fooding CodeRush. What we're doing now, this information is all going to go to the developers, and they're going to look at this and hopefully be able to reproduce this. I have a version that you don't have yet. I'm working on a internal build here, so there may be something new that's going on here. At any rate, all right, so here's card, add layer. Now I want to just in turn pass this in here. So I'm going to come in here, say add parameter, pass in card, put in card in all the other places, and okay, there we are. So now we've got card, and now I want to pass in card here, like that, and now when we call add property link, I want to pass in card. I think, or, yeah, no, I think I could do that. Just pass in that link right there, like that. So maybe I won't have this parenting thing. I will instead just pass it in. So I'm passing it in, I only need to use this right here. And then in turn, I need to use it here, add parameter, like that. And add property link. Almost getting there, getting down into the core, and now we are kind of in this core space right there. 425 show is raiding with Party 14. Hey, thanks for that raid, 425 show. I appreciate that. Thanks for that raid. Practicing my dancing. Do that all the time. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. How was your stream? You can type things in like that to make me say things, or if you want Fred to say something, you just type in Fred, like that. If you want him to think something, you can put a comma. I mean, not a comma, a paren in front of it right there. Great, more food. Yeah, Fred likes to eat the guests, I guess, the viewers. So yeah, you can put a paren in front of it. I'm thinking ... Something like that. Welcome everyone. We are working on an image, a multi-layer image editor kind of thing is what we're doing, and we're right now trying to link up properties so that if I adjust the hue on one layer, I can specify another layer to link it to, and that hue will also change in sync on the other layer as well. How do people level up? Well, you level up by watching. You level up by flying your drone around too if you want to. You can do this drone command and fly around like there, fly your drone around. You can do a bang question mark there to kind of get a sense of what your level is. And there's that link right there. Check that link out there, that README out there for more information on how you can fly around. Once you're up, you can just hit L, R, L for left, R for right, U for up, D for down, and put that in the chat room. And then you can start moving around. You can also follow this up with a number. So you can say something like R, 44 to go right for 44 seconds if you want, like that. You're just going to go off to the side and bounce around. When you're done with your drone, you don't want any more. You can type in drone -1 and it'll blow up just like that. There are also ways to control that guy right there, the Code Rush rocket. And everyone has access to that thing. That's going to share it. So you can type in bang right like this, and you can type in bang seed, and it'll drop these little seeds out. And the seeds will actually grow flowers, but you can't see them because they're behind Fred over there. Right, Fred? Fred, you got anything for the weekend that you're going to be doing? Yeah? Fred's a digital puppet. We created Fred on the show. All of this, by the way, a lot of what we're doing on the show, not the Code Rush stuff that's happening here, but a lot of this we're doing for another show called Dragon Hunters. It's a comedy Dungeons and Dragons show that you can go follow out there if that's something that you think you might get a kick out of. We're creating all kinds of things in here. I guess I'll probably give you a demo of kind of what some of that looks like. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and have Fred do an attack here. So Fred's going to bring out his great axe, and we'll give him advantage on the roll, and he's going to roll the attack. Like that. And that's what it looks like. So we've got die rolls here. Oh man, not good at roll, Fred.
+8.
That's not good, Fred. I think that's your fault, man. Don't point at me. Maybe replace Zephyr with the cool twin Zephyr. Maybe. I think we'll keep Zephyr. Zephyr's not bad. He's good. Zephyr's our DM. He sits up there when we do the game. So that's kind of what that looks like a little bit. We've got spell casting as well. For example, let me cast Fireball for you here. You see the spell effects are kind of shooting out from the guys there.
Fire damage.
Who's knocking at our door? Who is that? Who's calling us up?
Hello, Mr. Miller. 'Tis I.
Kids, look who showed up at our show. It's Rory Becker from the UK. Rory's my co-host. He comes in right about this time. We got here just in time.
Yeah.
I was just giving people a demo. Rory's finally here to save the day.
I was watching the last, minute or so thinking, I can't possibly break in yet because you're doing such a good job of basically giving the whole history of everything we've done here. It's really good.
There's a lot of stuff here, that we've done. One of the things we did that I really like is we did these condition icons right here, which are, they kind of come in this kind of cool way, right, where we kind of throw things and stack them up like that, and then they can similarly go away as well. I thought we did a good job on this. We did a pretty good job. There's my Z button. There's a sleep, stunned, and fatigued. All right. So yeah, that was kind of fun. And folks give suggestions out here, right? So like even in those, we had confetti when they popped up because that was a suggestion from somebody that's watching the stream. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So we're working on this multi-layer card editor right now. And right now, Rory, I'm working on linking up the properties. That's what I want to do. So when we change one, it changes the other.
Do you have an example of that?
Do I have an example of it? Yeah, I want to have, like, for example, I've got two parts that are kind of somewhat related, and I want to, when I move one, I want the other part to move as well. Or when I adjust the hue of one, I want the hue on the other one to adjust as well.
So this, you might have like a Chinese dragon, and the head pops out at the top and the tail at the bottom, and you want to move the dragon as a whole, so both pieces move?
Yeah, or here is an example where I have the lantern, and I have the spill light of the lantern, and if I change the hue of the lantern, maybe I want to also change the hue, the spill light.
That would make sense, yes.
For example.
Good.
So that might be a thing that we connect and do. That's kind of where I was going to. So now I've finally got to a point where I've got a card, a property name, and a group number. So the property name is going to be like hue, for example. And I think at this point, maybe I do want to set the parent card. Maybe I want a property in here for the parent card. Because ultimately, here's the thing. Here's the deal. Let's go into layer details a second. Layer details has a number of properties I want to link up. And I want to see, does it have a property called card in it? Is what I'm looking for. Let's go just search for the word card. That's it. Layer details does not have a parent card. And I think it needs to have it. That's what I think it needs. All right, so let's do that. Let's go in and say, maybe instead of taking all these in, remove unused parameter, and I don't see it in here. Why is that not the case? Is it because it's an overload? That's interesting. You toss your meteor-like show. What controls show? Wait, what? Oh, you can toss your meteor like what they show. So, for example, Vish is 10. has got a meteor that we've caught. Vicious has caught it, and Vicious you can throw by typing in T and then like 4,5, for example, like what I just typed in the chat room, and that'll send it flying like in the up over 4 and up 5, like that, for example. Oh, it's coming right back. You're gonna catch it, I think. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's coming over here. Boom, like that. Okay, so all right, let's maybe get rid of it here. Let's get rid of it here. Get rid of it there. Get rid of it even here. I just added all this code and I'm now taking it away. I'm going to instead go into, I'm going to go into details here. I'm going to say details.card is equal to card. Maybe parent card. Maybe do something like that. So the parent card is going to hold all of the it's going to basically hold the list of subscribers to the when something changes event is kind of what's going to happen, I think.
Sure.
There. So we're going to set that there. So now let's drill back into property link. And we're right up here. We got a property name and a group number. And I think what we need to do is we need to go into like details.card, parent card, and we have to say, I think it's actually maybe here. I'm going to throw this right back out to the card. So now the card is going to hold all the property links for all of its layers, is what's going to happen here. So this is going to be the property name. All right, so now we need a class called property link, I think is what I'm going to call this. Property link. And it's going to have a name. And it now needs a list, essentially a list of subscribers. And I think I'm just going to use .NET's event structure for this. I think I'm just going to come in here and create an event. Do we already have this property changed event handler? Yeah, we do. No, we need our own. We're going to create our own. All right, so we need a new delegate. And that's going to take in a linked property event args. Now, I think, Rory, that all of my properties I want to link are all numbers. Yeah, they're all numbers. So I'm just going to put that value in here. So let's create that new link property event args. We'll add a property called value. Oops, it should have been a double, like that. And maybe let's initialize that with a separate constructor as well. Okay. Hold on, I want to report a code rush issue here. All right, kids, I'm using the CC constructor create template. I'm choosing value right here, but look what it does. It gives value as a nullable type option, and that doesn't work down here. So I had to delete that. Take a look at that. All right, let me just click that. That's going to be CC template and nullable. Take a look at that. How's your day going, Rory?
It's going pretty well. Yeah, I'm getting stuff done, and that said, I'm glad to be out of the day job for a little bit, back here. I quite enjoy the fact that we still have these facilities for reporting code rush issues. For those who aren't sort of familiar with what we're doing here, obviously we're building stuff for the Dragon Hunter show, but we're also doing a kind of a demonstration of code rush and indeed dog fooding code rush, trying to make it better for those of us who enjoy its use. And in this case, the great part about what we managed to automate here is that report that Mark will have issued the request of, which he put straight into the chat room, is interpreted by our engine, and the logs and the time code of this video will be included in the report. So we've really shortened the feedback cycle to get that report into the developer's hands so that fix can be made. And also not just the time scale of that happening, but the level of effort required. Effectively, Mark says start, we report some details, we demonstrate the issue, and then everything gets wrapped up in a nice little bundle in an email, gets reported for the devs. So it makes everybody's life a lot easier.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to I've got this property link class I've created. I've got a bunch of these things. Let's start moving them to their own file here. So kind of clean this up a little bit. This has made it. All right. There we go. Delegate, put that in its own file, and the property link. Okay, so property link, I've got the name for the name of the property and its event that everybody's going to hook into. Then I think what I just need a list of these. That's what I think I need.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Snoopy's coming in. Yes, for
Hey,
a free copy
Snoopy.
of Code Rush. That's true. Snoopy's actually been here for a while. Got 2 fangirls today because I reset everything.
Lucky Smoose.
I got to start adding my the bubbles tests in because there's something that it doesn't quite work when I set up for those, and it requires a restart. I'm not sure why. Okay, so these are going to be linked properties.
Yep.
Like this. We're going to initialize it when we create a new card. And I think whenever we add a new layer to this, let's see here. So we find our way out to see create layer details, layer mods. That's not kind of what I want. Am I in the right or wrong place? I feel like I'm not. There should be something here with the style, though, I think. Style path. All right, here. If the style path changes, we're going to say link properties.clear. Okay? Because
Maybe just scroll a little down there, Mark, because Fred's somewhat in the way of the code.
Okay.
Cheers, man.
That's what I'm going to do. Link properties.clear. When we change the style path. Load new style. Cool. So that's what we'll kick that off. Good. Next, add property link. Let's do this too. Let's go let's clean this. Okay, so code places. That gets everything out here, so it's not behind Fred.
Nice.
Now I want to say link properties. Index of property name. That's not what I want. Application default, such as name equals property name. Found link. If found link is equal to null, and we're going to say link properties dot add new property link, and we're going to say the name is equal to the property name, and I think that's it. Let's introduce a local for this. Property link. Let's split this. Let's move this up. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. Not a parameter. I wanted to do this as a field. Nope, actually not a field either. Hold on. Another code rush issue I want to report here. Okay, I'm right here, and I want to. I'm choosing promote to parameter. Caret goes up there. I hit undo, but now the caret's right here. It's not kind of where I started. I'm expecting that undo to get the caret back down right here. That's what I want. I want undo. I'll do it again so you can see it. Here, let's bring up the. Let's clear all these. All right, take a look at this one more time. Promote to parameter. Undo. I want the caret right back there. If I keep hitting undo, it's undoing and not moving the caret. Look at that. It's all these changes are happening down here. It's weird. So let's fix that. Let's get the caret back.
Didn't you also have the same effect, Mark? You did an accidental, I think it was a widen scope to a field.
I'm about to do that
it
now.
had the same thing.
Yeah, watch this. Widen scope, promote to field. I'm here and I want to hit escape. I don't want it. And now the view should shift right back, but it's not. I think it's moved the caret, but it hasn't shifted the view. Watch. See, I hit escape and we don't see the flashing caret. Watch what happens when I hit the down arrow. I bet it shifts the view. Yeah, it shifts the view. Where is it? Right there. The caret's right down there. You see it right there. So that's the issue there. We've got basically, call this caret positioning and view shifting. View shifts with widen scope and promote to parameter. And again, kids, we are documenting code rush here during the show. So devs are going to watch this, be able to get these details and make code rush better. So that's kind of what's going on here. Let me clear that. Let's clear that. Okay, so if it's null, I'm going to, so what I wanted to do here actually is I wanted to slide this stuff, bring it up here. Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. I don't know why I couldn't properly. I just wanted to do that.
Just wondering about that.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it. I'm like, what was I thinking here? Sorry, kids. Now we've got this found link, and now what we want to do is we want to say this dot link property. Whoops. This dot linked property change plus equals to come on, give it to me. So lambda expression, you're not giving me the ability to create a new. I'm really confused. It's an event. Why can't I hook the event? My plus equals. Oh, it says tabbed insert. Interesting. This UI looks different and I'm not recognizing it for some reason. Okay, so there we go. Now we are here. Then, now that we have, at this point, we want to say link property change. I want to go into details. Oh, wait. I have to go through all the card layers, don't I? We call add property link. Do we have the card layer name? I think we do not. We want to maybe pass in, let's do this. Let's pass in this as well. So we're going to add a parameter here. Card image layer. Like that. All right. Then we're going to do this and we're going to say, hey, layer is equal to that. Let's declare that. Whoops. Add property link. Try one more time. Add parameter this. What happened? Did we lose all of that code in here when I undid? Painful.
Really?
I think
Wow.
we did. Yeah, because remember did you see the thing? You're going to lose all of your stuff, and I said, yeah, sure, whatever. I think there were 2 of those. I was like, oh, I didn't know you were going to take that much away from me. Okay, fine. So one more time. Linked properties. What? Did I lose linked properties? Oh my gosh, Rory.
Wow.
It undid a lot.
It really did, didn't it?
Wow, okay. All right. So now we don't have this anymore. My God. That's way stunning as a whole bunch of stuff. It's all right. We'll rebuild it.
See, it'd be nice if that could have told us you're going to lose X lines across X files or something like that.
You know what? I totally agree with that.
Some kind of quantification of what you're going to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
no,
if
I
it's,
agree.
you know, oh yeah, I renamed this one thing and it's like X lines across 10 files, okay, fine, that's, yeah, I changed the name of it. If on the other hand, it's all this code you wrote in one file, hang on, what?
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. I'm like, what? Exactly. I was, I normally say no to that, but I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm not afraid. I'm not a wimp. But look at this. The file, it's got another one out there with the same name. It added a 1 to it.
Oh.
What a nightmare. Already contains a
Does
definition.
that mean,
this one's
does
here
that mean
already.
the existing one is there?
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
Did we not lose it and we just lost it in a copy?
They're just making me mad now. All right, so let's see here. Linked. Where are we?
I've got to say, that dialogue has
CardMaker.
always worried me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Okay, we logged in property event args. What's this one? Ah, okay, so we can kill this and this. So we didn't actually lose those 2 files, it seems. Maybe we just, all right, so let's go back over to card here. How are we doing in card? Link property event args. I think we're good. Okay, so there's my property link. Let's move that to its own file. Rory's awesome. Rory is awesome. Okay, so now we're going to add
Chat
the
room is
property
awesome.
link. So now we want to say linked. Do I have them in here, properties? I don't actually have my link properties in here. So let's go create that. That's going to be the name of it. And it's a property link is what this is. So I want a new list of property links. And I'm going to call it link properties. God. Maybe make this lowercase right there. Okay. Link properties dot FOD. First by default. I love Mark's beard. Thanks, Fred. It's really sweet of you to say that. We need a Rory avatar so we can make him say funny stuffs too. World Awake is with us. World Awake says, hi, Rory, but you have to look at it in the mirror. Pretty cool. All right, so now we're going into name is equal to property name. That bugs me so much. This really bugs me. This is Visual Studio. This is not CodeRush, but check this out. PRO. Look, oh, it drives me crazy. I'm here, and I'm like, oh, I want the one I'm on. I type the P, and it goes to there. That makes no sense at all because it can't help me. Oh, wait, is it a template? Oh, it's a code snippet. Okay, have twice. All right, maybe I could argue there's a reason for that.
Well,
although it's a freaking
I'd
property,
ask,
and I'm
why
in the
is it down on property name if previous one would have worked. Because the same 4 characters start all of them.
Well, it doesn't
So
work.
either it should have the top one all the time until you otherwise alter it, or the one that's deemed most relevant, again, consistently.
Yeah, yeah. Also, prop doesn't. Expanding this here makes really no sense. Get some context, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, I should be nicer here, but what is going on? This has happened to me so many times where I'm like, 1, 2, 3. I'm typing so fast. I'm like, oh, that's it. I recognize it, but I can't stop the command already sent to my muscles to hit that other key. So I said, no worries.
Yeah.
I'll just set another command to enter right afterwards. Boom, boom, and then I'm like, what is happening? Yeah, I want to help. I want to help them.
Additional characters that don't contradict the item you're on should not move you away from the item you're on.
Yeah, there are 2 fixes to this problem. They both need to make, in my opinion. I will keep this in my head and hopefully talk to some people on the team to say, hey, let's make this a little better. Okay, so the name, first of all, that right there. Let's declare a new local for that right there. We're going to call this the
You know what you need, Mark?
item.
You need a note to self feature, just like the Code Rush issue. It doesn't send it to the devs at all, just sends it to your own email. Note to self. I've been thinking of this thing.
And it sends a link to
Dear
the
me,
show.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, sends you a link to your own diatribe on whatever topic you happen to have been talking.
I actually have an app that does that. Do you know what it's called?
What's that?
It's called My Guest Host Rory.
Hey!
Rory, send me an email, a reminder, please. So,
No problem.
all right. So let's see. Found item is equal to null. Then we want to add it. All right. Link properties dot add new property link, and we want to set some properties in there. We want to say the name is equal to property name. We're catching up with. Oh, it did it again. Oh, I'm so mad. All right, so there, and then we had another property. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, it was the layer. Layer is equal to layer. This is where we left off when I, hit undo and said, yeah, I hit add parameter, then I hit undo. That's kind of where we were.
Yeah.
I'm looking for declare is what I wanted. Declare property auto implement. That's what I was looking for. Right there. Okay, so now we're going to add the property link. And I want to say found item is equal to this. That, and then add found item. All right, now that I've got found item, I want to come in here and I want to say, hey, no, bad mark. We're gonna do something different on this. I'm not gonna do this. We're not gonna have one layer connected to it. We're gonna have multiple layers connected to it. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna say found item dot layers dot add, and we're gonna add the layer to it. Let's go into property link. We're changing this to this. Okay, like that. All right, so now we're going to add the layer to it. So these are all the layers that are connected. The group number we need this too, and x.group number equals that. And then down here, we're going to set the group number as well. Oops, right here. Declare. Okay, so we've got a name and a group number, a bunch of layers that are connected. And this link property changed event handler. which we're not yet listening to. Let's go listen to that. What's happening here? I made that a pool? Why did I make it a pool? Did I make that a pool? Did somebody else make that a pool? Is it this line of code that did that? That might have been it. It may have misinterpreted because the code was syntactically incorrect. Okay. And then I want to say found item dot link property change plus equals. There we go. There's our handler. All right.
Check it out. I think we're where we were about 15, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I saw them.
Unfortunate.
Well, the other unfortunate thing is I haven't fully thought this whole thing through. So I'm kind of getting it a piece at a time, assuming that the work I'm doing is actually going to be useful in a few minutes. I need... So the question is, what happens when a card changes?
Yeah.
Useful things need to be useful. So let's go down and look at the details here. So let's say we're in here and we're looking at the example I've got is like here. So we've got on property hue change. I'm thinking, well, on property change, we jump to right here. We pass in the name of the property. We go to the and we simply invoke the property change event handler if somebody's listening to it. The key here, though, is understanding the binding from the group number to the property name. So what I mean by that, Rory, is that let's say on one layer I've got hue assigned to group 1 on one layer. On another one I've got that hue property also assigned to group 1.
Yes.
Okay? That means if I change either one, I've got to go find everything that's in the same group. That means the layer detail for each property needs to hold a map of property name to group number.
Yes.
Okay, so hue 6 or hue 5 or hue 4, whatever those are, or sat 1. In other words, this could be bound to layer 2, and this might be to the hue property in layer 2, and this could be bound in the same layer to the sat property in layer 5 or
you
group
need to
5.
Start with the property that's being changed. You need to determine the group that it is a member of. Then you need to go and get all the other property links to those things that are linked essentially to that group, which might be properties of different names.
Yes.
You might call it hue on one level, but color, depth, or something similar on another. It should still work because of the same number. And you need to fire off all of those changes on whatever layers they may be.
Yes, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I am noticing another issue. Let me go report this. Is that true or not? Yeah. This is, I don't have a reproducible piece on this, but let me report this anyway. Kids, this is, I'm noticing that I believe I've added favorites to CardMaker, and I'm not seeing those favorites in here. That's what I believe. I don't know this to be true for 100%. I don't know it to be a fact, but I'm pretty sure I've added other pieces here, and I seem to be losing them. I've just added property links just now. Let's try shutting down. Let's shut down Visual Studio and restart it. We'll do a save here and see if those are preserved. Because if they're not, then I'll be like, what's going on? That would be the issue. waiting for CodeRush to load up. CodeRush has a background loading, so it doesn't impact your start time at all, right? Your project start time or your Visual Studio, your project open time or your Visual Studio start time. And so we're just waiting for CodeRush to come up here. There it is. Okay, what do we got? It's there now. I'm not sure what's going on. All right, we'll keep an eye on it.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and report the issue. Should I report it or no? Maybe I should. Seem to be losing code spaces. Code places favorites. Unable to reproduce. Repro as of now. But I have a recollection that there were favorites here and those are not here anymore. I could be conflating that with a different project, so that's a possibility. I just wanted to start adding some favorites here. So I've got add property link up in this space right here, and that's called from in here, creating the constructor. So I want to add this as a favorite as well. So we kind of get back here. Card image layer, add favorites, property links. Okay, the card image layer has got the details. So add property link, let's go in here. Here, what's happening here? We're not actually using this. I want to use the lower right there. Property map doesn't contain that key. I'm going to call add property map, add property link. That's in the parent card, but down here in the image layer, at some point we need to create this map. And I think the map goes on this layer, is where I think it goes. Because the reason this is a little bit complex, Rory, is that this layer has some dependency properties and it's got this details reference to the other properties we're going to want to link up. So it's got the two layers here, and I'm not really sure about the best way to solve this yet. And part of the reason why it has dependency properties here is because I was under the belief I needed them when I was working with WPF and creating the bindings. I almost think that I don't need them, that I can switch them to regular properties and maybe even move them all down to the details object and store everything there.
Okay.
I think there's a chance that whole thing will work, so we can kind of have everything down there. But for now, I'm going to put it up here. So we're going to say, I think I'm going to actually come back to this kind of a call here. And let's declare this. And this is going to be the property name. Like that. And then here we also want to come in and say we need just a name to number dictionary is what we need here. So we'll create this up here. We're going to create a new dictionary that is a string index list of integers. We're going to call these the groups. Okay. And so we're going to come down here. We're going to say groups, add. Well, we want to say if groups dot contains key property name. Then we're going to add it. We'll say groups dot add property name. Oh, it did it to me again. I'm starting to get really like I'm feeling it every time it gives this to me. And then I'm going to say, so we've added it. For this layer, property name, what group it's bound to.
Yes.
Okay, I think we're good there. I do think that groups needs to, we need to encapsulate this field. That's what I think we need to do. So we've got this groups that we can access publicly out there. So we've got add property link. Let's go add this one as well. Whoops. Oops. I want to do a coder's issue here. I want to do a feature request. The feature request, kids, is I would like to be able to add the current method that I'm in, like this one right here, to my favorites just by hitting a button right here. Add current member to this group. So I can just come in here and click here. I can move up and down, click here, because right now look what I have to do. It's kind of painful. I have to click over here, visually scan to see the selection, which is down at, it's actually right behind Fred there. I can't scroll it any higher, but basically find that piece, right? Come down in here, find the one I'm on, and then come in and right click add to favorites, property link. So it's a lot of work, and then click back over here to make sure it's there. It would be so much easier if there's a button here or somewhere nearby this to allow me to add these quickly. That's the
Mark,
thing.
would it be at all useful if that was in member links? Sorry, member icons.
And yeah, I think it would be useful right after move to region, or you could say add to favorites, add to code places favorites, right? And then there'd be a sub menu of the different ones there. I absolutely agree, Rory. That should be part of it too. Excellent, Rory. That's why you're here, buddy. You're here to save the day. All right, so we're going to say faster way to favorite code places. That's what we're looking for. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so we got this. Rory saved the day as always. He's our hero.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Rory's our hero. Okay. Add property link. So now we've got it in the, where is it? Right here in the groups. We've got it in the groups. That's what we want to do. Now, back over in car. The properties changed. So at this point, we want to go through we need to find what the group is.
Yeah.
When EA comes in, what's it got? It's got value. That's not going to be anywhere near enough information. But we're not triggering it yet. Let's work on the triggering for this. Okay. So the trigger for this is going to be somewhere over here. So we'll create an event trigger for that. And we need to have a kind of a public method for this. Let's actually take a step back even further to, let's go in the details and look at what, let's say that something's changing. So saturation is changing. And I think I wanted to do is this, linked property changed. And I want to pass in the sat. Maybe just value. Let's declare this. I'm going to put this really close to on property change. In fact, maybe let's do this. Link property changed. Pass in the value, and then as the second parameter, we're going to do this, like that. car member name is going to essentially be the name of the property as we call this. So link property change will be here. I think I can flat out do this from here and eliminate this on property change call and instead call link property change. So
Nothing happening to value at the moment in that.
oh, we'll fix that.
Okay.
But basically what I want to do now is I want to come in and everywhere I've got on property change, I want to change it to that right there. So yeah, for every one that's going to be a link property. So offset X, offset Y, scale X, scale Y, and maybe we're going to be okay. File name I don't care about, display name I don't care about, only the linkable pieces, USAT, just hue. Angle I'm not doing anything with. There's a potential for linking of Bool properties like are you visible or not, but I haven't implemented that yet. All right, link property change. Let's add this to our favorites. Okay. All right, we want to do something with value now. So, I think we have, what's that class we created here? These are all in the cards. I'm totally like, just like, wait, where's my group? Where did I keep my group list? Right? I'm a little bit lost here. Let's bring up Solution Explorer, see what we've got in here.
Was it in the layer?
Card image
layer?
There's a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, you're right. It was there. Good job. Okay, so my card image layer has the groups in it. I think I need another event handler is what I need. I mean, another event. And can we use that property link? What do we have out there? What do we call that? Link property, event args. Is that going to be what we want? It's got a value. So I think what I need to do, let's kind of rough out what I need to do here. Hold on, let's rough it out.
Yeah.
I am inside the layer details. I need to communicate to the card image layer that the property has changed. And I think in the card image layer, we need to check to see if that property has a group. I think that's what we need to do. So I think we need to communicate that. So to communicate that, we need to send the value and the name of the property that's changed. That's what we need to do. Our linked property right now does not have the name. I think we can add this. I I don't think that's going to
Maybe
hurt.
maybe I'm getting a little confused, but I thought the card image layer had a mapping of groups to properties. So surely it needs to be told not the property that's changed, but the group that's changed.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Yes, no, it does. But down here, we're in the details. Details doesn't know the group that it's in, is my understanding. It's up on the
Right.
higher level card image layer that owns this. That's my understanding. So,
Okay.
So what we need is we need an event of linked property changed event handler, I think, and we're going to call this. Possible link property change. Property change. We'll try that. How do I destroy my drone again? Bang drone.
Try -1.
Go ahead and give him an example, Roy.
Yeah, no problem. Oops, that's not going to do anything.
There you go. You got it. There's this. Okay. So now I want to create an event handler for this. And then I want to trigger that from here. We're going to pass in this is the sender. I'll go ahead and say new link property event args. And we're going to pass in the value and the property name. Like that. So this step is almost done. We just need to hook the event when we create the details. Let's go in here, Shift F12 on this, and look for new instances. There it is right there, it looks like. Perfect. Here's where we create it. And so what we need to do is say, this is in all layers. All layers, shoot, we're gonna have to bubble this out as well. That's in card. So these are actually independent. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to bubble up the events. We're gonna have to do it twice is what I think we're gonna have to do. Go from here up. That's what I think we're gonna have to do. This we're going to kind of still, this is kind of on our list here. We're still kind of actually building our way back up and out of here. So we're going to, we need another event here, linked property change event handler. We'll say linked properties, property changed, like that. Let's create an event trigger for that. And in our all layers constructor of this thing, which I think is in card, we need to hook that event. We actually need to find a constructor. There's one. All right, so then we're here. So now we've got that. Now at this point, okay, so we still need to call the onLinked property change, pass in this, and pass in do I want to pass in the sender? I want to pass in the sender as this over there. Okay, so on length property change, so we're there. We're going to get out to here. And at this point, our to-do is basically in the card image layer. We need to check to see if that property has a group.
Okay.
At this point, I want to just set a breakpoint and see where that, I want to get here is what I want to do. I want to see if we get here because we've kind of been writing code for a while and we haven't actually tested anything. So I'd like to kind of get, get there. Check, check, check. I'm adjusting my volume a little bit, bringing it up just a little bit there. This is good news.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the layer details coming in.
Yep.
Which is good, I think. We don't have the card image layer, but the card has all of that. The scale X property is what's being changed. Scale Y. All right, I'm going to clear this breakpoint. I'm going to disable all breakpoints for a second. And we'll run it, get this up and loaded. What are the two we connected? We connected lantern light spill. So that's in Gravestone. So let's come over here. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm pretty sure we are doing this. Shoot, shoot, shoot. We need the details before we've got them here. Active card. But we do have the card coming in. Get layer details. Okay, here's what we can do. Let's go back to that. That's where we were. Then we're going to say card. Okay, I got it. I'm working on it. And card image layer, that's where we are. So it's just the layer name, which is determined here. And I think it's actually modified on the way down. Do I need it by the time we get into add property link? Do I need details here? Add property link, add property link. Yeah, I need it here. But to add property link, we're going to back to the parent. It's only needed for the parent card. Oh, man. I could still pass that in because I've got it right there. Am I only using the parent card for that call? I really am. I thought I was going to need it more, but now I'm not so sure. Now I'm thinking I don't need it anymore. All right, let's get rid of it. It's so funny, man. I've been going back and forth in terms of what the right way to do this is.
It's an easy thing to do, isn't it, though? Mostly because everything's so abstract at this level. So it's difficult to have a tangible grasp on precisely what layer you're at any given point in time. Right. Similarly named stuff as well.
So layer name here, I've decided I'm going to wait till the very end of this. And I think I'm just going to do this because we kind of know this is what's happening here. Card image layer is only called from that one constructor. And I removed the line from down here where we created that details. I'm now just going to do it here in this space. So I'm going to do it at the very end here. I'm going to say details equal to card layer name dot card get layer details. Now I'm going to go back into add property link and we're going to say add parameter. We're going to throw in the card. There's the card. Come down here, do the same thing, add parameter, put the card in. There's the card. And finally here, is that the last one? There it is. And then we're going to go card.addPropertyLink. Okay, doesn't like this during edit and continue. Let's keep going. Stopped it and restarted it. All right. So add a card, I guess. Card style gravestone. Okay. Given key was not present in the dictionary. Ah. Okay. Let's go ahead and step through this code.
Yep.
So here we go. Oh, really? You're not going to let me do that? All right.
That's harsh.
I want to see why. What's your updating active statement? Okay, watch. Watch this, kids. I don't care. You think you're going to mess with me? Watch this. Okay. There we go. All right. Now run it. Or step into it. Let's step into it. We'll take a look at the code. All right. So now we're at property link. Groups does not contain the hue. So we're adding the group and the group number. Good.
Yes.
So now we've got a group 1 right here. I'm not scared. Are you scared, Rory?
Scared? No. I've been here before. I know the way through.
Yeah,
just follow Mark. He knows where he's going.
Know the way through. Wait for the alarm to go off and say, I gotta go, Mark. Up to you. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey, what happened? Who's that guy? Oh, I need some ice for my drink, though. Let's just get some of that ice in there. That's refreshing. Thanks, Frackberg. Frackberg's in here to help us with Police Dodge. Been busy as heck lately.
Good to see.
Cool. Glad you're busy, my friend. All right, so we're going to add a property link. Let's see what this looks like in here. Check to see if we found the item. It's not there. So now we're going to add a new property link. Hue to group number 1. This is inside the card.
Okay.
What about the layer, though? Don't we need to know the layer? Oh, we do it right down here in Found Items Add. And then we throw the layer in. So now we have this property link that's got the name hue, the group number is 1, and all the layers that belong to that are in it. We should see one more get in here. Let's set a breakpoint here and run it. Here comes another one. It's the lantern. Sweet. So our parsing code works great because, we're just now testing that code we wrote an hour ago now. So it looks like that parsing code is working correctly. That's what we want. Now we've got 2 layers in there. And I'm going to set this event right here. Linked property changed. This is when that item is changed. I don't think we're triggering this event yet. So we may not hit this for a while. All right, so now let's go to Lantern and let's adjust this. Nothing. No magic. Why not? I'm expecting... Let's see if there was one. Hey, look who's here.
Surly.
Surly Dad is in the house.
I had the breakpoint disabled. I just enabled all the breakpoints and made the change again, and we're here. Okay, so we're in card.
Okay.
We now have this event coming in. It says hue is now -3. The sender is the layer. All right? The layer should have the group information in it. Right? Doesn't it have groups? Am I wrong? Am I totally forgetting? It doesn't seem like it.
Well, the card image layer had the list of groups.
Yeah. Oh, this is layer details.
Yeah.
Dang. Dang, dang, dang. I need to get its parent group. I don't know. I don't know if this is the right way to do this or not. All layers is a list of... It's got a list of layer details. That's not what I want. I want the card image layer is what I want. So what do I have here? What property do I have here? Card image. I want... I'm just doing a tab-to-nix reference on these to see...
So I think I missed the part of the show where you were creating the layer details. How does that...
I love trash.
Poor Oscar.
So yes, as I was saying, I think I missed the part where you introduced the layer detail. So we've got a card, and we've got a card image layer. How does the layer details? Is that the actual data?
Here's the layer details that's on the card. I want to find the card image layer, which is, I think it's, it should be like a property called image layers or something like that. It's not, I'm not seeing something called image layers. So I was trying to find a property of that particular type in here. That's what I was trying to find inside the card. And is it just the card doesn't have them? It looks like it doesn't have them. It looks like they may only exist. I'm wondering, do they really only exist out in the XAML as children of the grid that we're up here putting them in? Because I definitely have them in LB alternates here, and I also have them in LB card layers. Let's go see what's going on here, where we set the card layers item source. Card layer manager. That's where they're kept.
Right.
Card layer manager is owned by the main window, but is not owned by the card. So I either got to bubble it out. I'm sorry, go ahead. What did you want to say,
I
Rory?
was going to say, that feels slightly weird because if you're looking to manage the layers of many cards, then that makes sense. But if you're looking to manage layers of a single card, then that single card should have that manager.
Except
Or at least
for,
access to
well,
it.
except for the card layer manager does UI related things in it that the card doesn't know anything about. And so that's kind of what's going on. I think to properly deal with this, I've got to bubble this event out yet one more time. And then out to the main window. And the main window can then get the pieces together, I think the pieces that it needs. That's, I think, the only way out of this. That's clean, is bubbling it out.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to do. That's what my intuition tells me.
Okay.
So, one more time.
Well, let's do this one more time.
Let's do it one more time. So basically, I could probably copy some stuff here. Get out. Put it here. And one more time, Spider-Verse. And I'm just going to go bubble it straight out. And I'm going to say, we're going to keep sending the sender out though. Like that.
Yep.
And now let's go look at when we're creating a new card. Only one spot. I love it. Okay, now we're going to get in here, and in here it is Card Layer Manager, which I thought began with a lowercase. Didn't I have something like that?
I thought so.
Where was I? Did I just not get? Oh, I'm in Card Data. Hold on. No, I don't want to be here. I don't want to hook it here. Sorry. I'm in add card. So basically, just to confirm, this constructor is only called from add card. I love it when this happens. So now I can call add card. Go look where that's called. Only from one place. There's my active card. That happens when we add a new card. So when we add a new card, I'm going to now say this dot link property change plus equals to that. However, there's also the load, I think. Hold on. It's in all known cards. All known cards is in card data. So see, I don't have any references to it outside. Who's got card data? There. So I have card data, new load data. All right, so now at this point, I want to say something to the effect of I want to hook the events when we load it up, is what I want to do.
Right.
Although I'm curious as to why. Looks like we have two different event handlers for this. Active card, I see. We're going to change this to card. That already exists. We're going to get rid of this. Okay, so now we have one handler. I think this is correct, Rory.
Yep.
And Rory's like, you betcha. I'm leaving soon.
I was wondering. No. I was wondering if we're going to go down a route where we'd accidentally hook that up before we loaded the data, which would potentially cause us some problems. Because we'd be setting stuff from what was already correct and just rippling too much back and forth. But no, we're doing the setup for that after we finish loading the data.
Well, we still might be in this problem. We don't, let's not get too, relieved. Our stress level should be high at this point. All right, so now let's run it and see what we can do now. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, we got a break right here. All layers changed. Run it. All right. Second deck. Where is... Okay, so here we go. We're adding property lengths. The card's blindness and deafness. We're taking the hue. Lantern light spill. That's the layer. H1, that looks good. And I think we're doing it again with the lantern, so that looks good. Now I'm going to select the lantern, and I'm going to adjust the hue. And now, sweet, we're finally in the card.
We're in.
We have... card layer manager. Whoops. See, it did it again. That was just like...
Yeah, that's really annoying, isn't it?
It's abusive, I think. I feel like if I'm here, why you switch it just I'm about to hit enter? I don't get that. That does not make sense to me. We need to... I think what I'm going to do is... So sender is of type layer details. So I'm going to get that into a variable right now. So I'll say if not, sender is layer... details, give it a good name, then return. Then I want to say card layers dot first or default, and I want to get find the details that are equal to my layer details.
Yes.
So finally now, holy cow! Out of all of this, I've got my card image layer, right?
Hooray!
Oh, man. Okay. All right. So now I've got my card image layer. What? You don't like that? Capturing before because it hasn't been captured. It's a real argument to not use the language feature is really what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So I can do this without bothering edit and continue.
Oh, no. There you go. It's got issues with that.
I didn't capture... What? What are you even talking about? I don't even get that. How am I not... Okay, I guess it just doesn't want me to... It's fine. It's just going to make me mad today. It's just going to be a sad day for Mark.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do this. Capturing the variable now. All right, let's run it again. Now, just to be clear here, so let's go back to layer details. We're calling linked property changed.
Yes.
We are only calling it if the value is actually changed.
Indeed.
Okay? So if I'm coming in here and I set, scale Y to some value and it's different, I now set it in the backing store to that new value. I call this.
Yes.
In the process of updating the properties, this may come back and make a change here. But if it does, this will return here and we won't.
It will exit out before it gets to recursively or infinitely because it's already at that value.
That's
nice safety mechanism.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so here we are again. Let's go get get the gravestone. There it is. Looks like we found it. Clear that breakpoint there. Add property link. We're good here. That code looks good to me. And now let's select the lantern and change the hue shift. Okay.
Okay, back in here.
We found the lantern image layer. Okay, that is good. Now we want to, I think what we want to do is we want to say change property. And we're going to pass in ea.name and ea.value.
That seems good.
That's what I think we're going to do. All right, so let's get in here. What? No breakpoint. How did I not get in there? Maybe I was after. Okay, let's try it again.
Yeah.
All right, make a change. Here we go. Okay, so now we will need to set the hue. I think a switch statement here because it's just unfortunately not consistent enough. I've got some different things I need to do.
Properties coming in as a double, are all the properties going to be that? Or do we
Yes.
have to use our previous technique of converting from a string incoming to whatever the destination type
They're
is?
all doubles that I'm aware of. They're all doubles.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to say details.hue is equal to value. Like that. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to kind of multi-select this bit. I'm going to copy that to clipboard. I'm going to come down and paste it. I'm going to call it sat. I'm going to come down and paste it. I'm going to say light, come down and paste it. And I'm going to say contrast.
See kids, we don't always use reflection. Not every single time.
Yeah, not every single time. I think we got an X in there. No, what do we have? We have a offset X. Pretty sure that's right. Let's duplicate that. Change it to Y. What else do we got? Let's duplicate both of those.
Another kind of an X in there as well.
I think I have AH. Oh wait. Hold on. It's a scale option, isn't it? Scale X.
There we go.
Oh, shoot.
Now, what does that mean for our triggering string?
We never set up scale X and scale Y. We're going to have to do that. The H is really going to the width, I believe.
Really?
I mean, the H goes to height.
So horizontal, I suppose.
H goes to H. W and H, I think, are going to the width and height.
Okay.
I'm not even going to do these right now.
Okay.
We're going to
these are the ones we're operating against now. We'll prove these work, and proof of concept is good.
Okay, so card image layer is here. I think I'm doing the wrong thing now. I think I'm not going through the layers. I need to get the layers of the group. Is my group something I'm passing in here?
I don't remember seeing that. At the moment, we're passing the name of the property through, and therefore, like things with hue will change, but not necessarily differently named things linked by group.
Yeah, where are my groups? I'm not even remembering where I put my groups. Let's go see if coders can help me out here.
There was some group mappings in card image layer.
That's what I thought, but I'm not seeing it. Groups.
It was a dictionary of some.
I encapsulated this field. I'm pretty sure I did. It did not actually work. I thought I did. It's still use field.
I remember you saying you were going to do it. I remember you trying to, but I must have looked away for a moment.
Yeah, no, I even remember it getting faded out when I did it. Okay, so groups is now here in card image layer. Good. Okay, because we need to find the right group because we only want to modify the layers. It's not. This is not the right call. We need to say this dot groups, and I don't know. No. All right, so we're going through all the groups, and I'm just... All right. I'm sorry, it's not this. It's this of the property name. This should be my group number. I think that's correct. So we're still in our running point on this, it looks like. All right, let's get it one more time. Come in here.
So we've got our originating layer and the property that's being changed, and we're getting the group of that property.
Yeah, now we have...
So that we can use it on the remaining layers to work out the properties on those that need to be changed.
Yes, that's what I think is the deal. So now we know the group number that this is associated with. Yep. Oh my God, I'm sure this could be simpler, Rory. Why do I always get into this space? Is it really, am I doing it the worst way possible? Or is this stuff kind of not so intuitive and or is it just that there's no simpler way to do this? There's gotta be. Anyway, we found out the group number, because that's the other thing is, was I really going to store the group number down inside the details? And I kind of made that decision not to do that, because then I'd need a group number for each property, and I wanted to have that independent of it. So, all right, so we're group one. That corresponds to this H1 here and the H1 there. That's group one. So we at least know that. Now what we need...
So we've got the group number for the layer on which the thing is being interacted with, i.e. the change is coming from. We need to know...
We need to go through...
the remaining layers.
Yeah, we need to go through all the remaining layers and then call change property, but specify the group number as well.
That's right.
Is what I think we need to do.
In fact, arguably, we don't need the property name. We just need the group number. Because each layer will have potentially associated a differently named property with that group number.
No, we do need the name. Because the group does not just define only the property. It is, because I can have H1. H1 can mean group 1 for the hue property, and S1 can be group 1 for the saturation property.
Oh, okay.
So, somewhere in here, though, we were adding to a property called layers. Where is that? Property link. Got a problem here. I want to set a breakpoint here. I want to see what's going on with that. Where is that? We're not running. I want to see what the sender is here. We're losing our layers. The layers are here in property link. We want to send ourselves the property link is what I really want to do. And I think we're sending the layer here.
Okay.
So let's see what happens when we switch this. Do we even get to that breakpoint? Given key was not in the collection. It looks like we're never even getting to that. Nobody's calling on property change. Okay, Well, that's kind of important. Who's creating this? The linked properties are in the card. Oh. The link properties has the layers. Link property changed. And hold on. Okay, now I'm just really confused, Roy. I'm looking at this. Add property link. We've got this event handler that's doing absolutely nothing. We must be. Are we hooking? Nothing. I'm like ready to just like say, back up the whole thing. I'm like, wait, what? How are we getting out if this?
So add property link is not, it's specifying the layer, the property name, the group number, but we're attaching, we're finding a property link that is, appropriately associated with those things, but then we're, as you say, attaching it to nothing, or to an event handler that effectively achieves nothing.
It looks like nothing happening in here is what it looks like to me. Okay, that's bizarre. That's in card.
Unless we're supposed to have been hooking up an event on the layer instead of in the found item.
I need to find where we're passing the here. Here, hold on. Let's see if we can get a breakpoint here. Okay, hold on. You might be able to recover here. Do I have a group number in EA? I don't think I do. It doesn't know its group number. And I can't get the group number until I get out. Oh, man, what a pain. Let's change the delegate. Oh, but then we change it. We have to change it everywhere else. Oh, all right, let's do this. Oh man, I can't think of a good way to do this that doesn't mess this up. So here's the deal. I've got this linked properties right here, which has all the property links in them.
Yes.
I'm really feeling like I need to be clearer in the head on this, Rory, and I'm not. And I'm like, I'm a little bit down on myself right now. I'm like, come on, man, come on. This should be something I should be able to wrap my head around and figure out.
Well, earlier on, see, I was under the misapprehension that the link was purely, well, for any given layer anyway, was between a single property and a single group. Kind of like the group was an alias for that property, and thus you'd go from hue on one layer to possibly hue on another layer, but possibly something else.
No, it'll always
and this would be via the group number.
It'll always be hue to hue is what it will be. It'll be saturation to saturation. That's without a doubt going to be what's going to happen. Okay, so here's the deal. At this point, I've got these layer details coming in. Those have the values that we're kind of connecting with. I've got the name, the value. I'm missing the group number. The group number, we determined, I think over here, because of the card image layer, which we're getting from the card manager. So I kind of feel like, oh, this is killing me how we're just mixing up we've got all these different layers and we've got these different pieces of knowledge and we're kind of having to pass them all together. I really feel like the way out of this at this point is to pass this. I think it's like this. Wait, let's look at the call stack here. I want to just consolidate the data if I can. I think I want to do this. I want to add this constructor here. I want to add a property to the constructor.
Okay.
And then I want to get the declare property with the initializer there. Okay. So now that piece is here with this. Yeah, okay. And there's all layers, so we're popping this out of all layers. And all layers goes to card. And then at card, now I think we can maybe say, I guess we could say this here. On link property changed. Which is going to come down to here. The center is going to be a card, not layer details anymore. Layer details is going to be member of EA right here. Details is what's going to be called, like that. Okay. Anywhere else we're using details? No, I don't see them. Okay, so now I want to do this. And then card is going to have a property called link properties, I think. But it's, I think we won't be able to see it because it's private, I think. No, where are you? All right, so make that accessible for now, and maybe in a smarter version of me, we'll put this somewhere else. So we're going to say card dot. What's going on here? What are you not liking here? Just because I don't have semicolon? Is a variable, but it's used like a type. Yeah, I think it's like.
Yeah. There you go.
So this dot FOD first or default. Excuse me. Looks like a template's not expanding. I'm expecting it to expand. Let me report this code issue real quickly. All right, so if I type in x equals here, I'm expecting this to expand to this. And it's not. I'm not sure why it's not expanding. If works. X equals does not. So the x equals template is not expanding there. Let's report that. Don't want to look like I'm shouting at people. I don't understand why not. Surly Dev says Gesundheit. How you doing, Surly Dev? So we're going to say we want to get the first or default X where the well, I got to get the group number already here. So I need to know where X is dot group number. Sorry, X dot group number is equal to group number.
Yep.
And x.name is equal to ea.name. Okay, so I know this is confusing, Roy, and I apologize, but we've got each card has a set of groups that are declared for with each. Each layer has a set of groups.
Yes.
They're indexed by name. And each card has a bunch of linked properties that are also essentially indexed by both group number and name. And so we have to find that. If I'm managing to hold my brain together here, we've got property link here, and I know that it makes sense to maybe refactor this, put this somewhere down below. But I think at this point, we've got a not null for there. Now we've got property link, we've got the layers. These are all the layers that are participating in it. And now at this point, we can iterate through those layers. I feel like I'm actually light at the end of the tunnel right here.
Yes, that starts to sound correct, doesn't it? Yeah, because you know you're going through a list of layers. You know you've got the information to extract, or not extract, but to localize or locate the correct piece, which you then want to alter on the layer.
Yeah. Looks like I need to rename this right here. I'll call this like maybe image layer. All right. And so now this is the key we want to step through. This might actually work. Oh my gosh, Roy. Okay. In fairness, it wasn't, the plan was never easy. The plan to do this. All right, let's clear this, I think. We don't need that breakpoint anymore. Bring up the second deck, get to blindness and deafness, adjust this. Here's our step through. So excited. Could it possibly work? That's going to return because there's nothing for the orc. Let's come down here. All right. Wait, why didn't we didn't get down there at all?
You were doing lantern selection last time.
Oh, you're right.
Not
Center
the same as
head.
what you've done before.
You're right. There we go. Good job saving me. Okay, now we're down in here. That's great. Group numbers 1. Did we get a properly linked? We did.
We do. Yes.
Do we have some layers? We have 2 layers. That's
2 layers.
A good
That's
number.
Promising.
Yeah. First one is the lantern light spill.
Nice.
And what's going on in here? Oh,
Text
change property.
Set the value.
Yeah. Sweet. And then the next one is going to be the other image layer. Is it still lantern light spill? Are they both the same, or did I just misread those? No, they're not. You can see them right behind me here. They're
right.
lantern.
Yes. There we go.
So we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Clear that
Logically,
breakpoint.
one of those will have actually had no effect because we've got the early escape inside the property because it's the same value it already was.
Yeah. So now let's see if it actually works. Just visualizing it without seeing all of that coming in here. There we go. It actually works.
Brilliant. Hey, we got there. Take a breath.
Oh my God, Rory.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works, man. It's good. And with that, because of timings and such forth, unfortunately, I have to go.
Goodbye, my friend.
But we leave on success.
We do.
That's good.
We do.
I leave on success. I'm assuming you're going to probably carry on a little longer.
I think I'm going to keep
in
going.
any case, I will see you tomorrow.
All right.
We'll catch you then.
Thank you, Rory.
All right, bud.
Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. So we did it. Holy cow. Was that crazy? Grouping properties across layers. We did this in coding. First letter matches the property. Look, I even, in the spec, I didn't notice that H and H were not going to work. I think we got to fix that to something else. We could make this W for wide, and this could be T for tall. Or we could enter two digit pieces, two character pieces as well. I think I'm going to do W for stretch, W and T for stretch. Or I could do Z for horizontal. and V for vertical. Because the Z is kind of prominent in there. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see if we can get those working, the offset positions on two different length pieces. So I've got this snake here, and I've got this other thing in here where I've got the snake eyes and mouth. I kind of want to sync these two together, and I think what I want to do is I want to paste this here. I'm going to make this its own layer, and we're going to call it X1 here for that group, comma Y1. So those will group the X and the Y's there. And I want to group those. I'm going to change this to just snake. And I'm going to say, oh, it's the wrong symbol there. I got to fix the symbol in the file name below. This is also going to be X1, comma Y1. Let's make this 11, and let's make this one 12. So its positioning will be linked up there, if that all works. I don't know that do we have X and Y working? I don't know. We'll find out like immediately when we run it. I think we'll have to add some code to make that work. All right, so there's the snake and the snake eyes and mouth right there. So yeah, right behind here, you can see the mouth is still there, not moving. So we want to move that is what we want to do. I think we can just set a breakpoint here, and hopefully we'll get it fired. Oh, we're not. Yeah, I think we're not because it's in the card image layer. It's I think it's this property being set, and we're not passing it down below. I think. Let's close the app a second. Is start X the same as offset X? Oh, I'm not remembering for sure if it is or not. Yeah, it's not the same. Oh, the start X is the offset. The start X is not what I'm worried about then. Let's go back up here. It's going to be this. It's going to be this X property here. This value right here. So we have no triggering at this point for these values. Pretty sure this is the problem. The callback, I forget the syntax for this. I think I can get it quickly, faster with the CodeRush template. So I just type in DP like this. On property change callback, that's what I need right there. Let's get rid of that and now add it. That's what I want. new property callback on X changed. Let's declare that. Okay. And I suppose this is going to be, hey, look, if D is card image layer, card image layer dot on X changed, and we're going to pass in E, I suppose. Let's try to make this work just with the X and make sure that we can get this whole thing just to work. So I'm basically going from a static method right here into a virtual method, or a soon-to-be virtual method, or at the very least, this instance method. Let's just call it that, an instance method. Maybe it won't, it's not going to be virtual because I'm not going to have descendants of it. But now that the X has changed, when we go down into details, layer details, we call on possible length property change. We do that anytime this piece is being called here. This goes to, this goes in places we don't really care about. So what I think I need to do, I think I need to call this. From here. I think I need to say details dot on possible link property changed. Okay. Passing in details. The property name is going to be X, and the new value is going to be X. And I think that's what we need to do. Let's start it and see what happens. Let's set a breakpoint here. Okay, I'm just running it past here for now. Blindness and deafness. There's my exception. I can't find these details in it. I think I'm just going to get out if I don't find it. All right. So now we're going to go to the snake eyes, the snake, and I'm going to move the snake. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to use the X. All right, here we go. So we're going to set up into this. Details, X, that. Let's go over into CardMaker. We got a breakpoint here. Let's just run. Hopefully we'll get to there. Oh, good, we do. Group 1, property link. Should have two properties, two layers in there that are connected. It's the X property. Oops. I wanted to step in because we don't have an X. Oh, we do. So for here, this is wrong. It's not offset X, it's X is equal to the value. And for here, it's Y is equal to that value. Let's run that. And let's clear this. And let's clear that. All right, so now let's try it together here with this. If I move this to the side, now we have it moving with us. Is that right? Yeah, it's moving with us now. So it's cool. Now I've got two layers moving together. And to prove that, I'm going to go in and hue shift the snake, but the eyes and mouth should stay red right in the center there. No? What? Oh, that's not good. Oh, it's right down there. I thought we were moving you around. Oh, I see, because the Y is not connected. All right, I got you. Hold on, just only the X is being moved right now. So let's just move it over here so we can see it. Now let's change the hue shift on the snake. There we go. Okay, so and the mouth stays red, which is what we're looking for. So hue shifting 1. So we've got the X's linked up. Let's get the Y's linked up. Did you guys hear something? I think I might be in trouble. Oh no! Wait, are you back a second time?
Yes.
A second time.
No, while the smoke is up there.
She's grabbing
While
my-
the smoke was disguising me, I was trying to get in here.
Twice in one show.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
I'm just hemorrhaging bills out of my wallet. Okay, you're my cutie. I love you. All right. Hey, Wicked Blue Ninja, welcome. She used your smoke to take the wallet, to grab the wallet. All right, let's do the Y shift right here. I think I need to hide your wallet again. Yeah, too late. Too late, Fred. Here on exchange. So we need to do the same thing. Yeah, we're going to need to stop the app and get on Y changed. And we're going to do the same thing down here on width changed. Is that right? Is width? I'm not sure if we need width or not, how to do width. I'm going to hold off on this for a second. Let's get it. I'm not sure about width. What's happening with width? Is width used to determine scale or scale? Yeah, scale is the more interesting piece. It's not width. So I don't really care when width changes, I think. All right, let's just get Y right here. Wicked Blue Ninja wants to come over and get money too. You have to sneak in. All right, so there's on X changed. We're going to change that to on Y changed. And change this to on Y changed. And change this to on Y changed. And make that be Y. Make that be Y. Okay. Thanks, Fred. All right, so now we should see X and Y moving together across multiple layers for the snake. So I've grabbed the eyes and mouth. I should be able to move those, and they seem to be both moving. I can take the snake and change its hue. I didn't like that. The jumping, they both kind of jumped back. I did not like that. But I can change this hue. I can even take saturation, drop it all the way down to nothing. The mouth still stays red, right? I can come up here. I can hue shift the mouth independently. Yeah, see the jump in there? There's a weird jump. It indicates there's another property calculating its position somewhere that we need to manipulate. So in other words, if I move this up, it was down here. If I move this up and I click on snake, and then I change a property of snake, it jumps back down to kind of where it was before. So anyway, snake eyes and mouth. Yeah, I got to kind of figure that one out. Not sure what that is. I think I'm going to save that for later. And I think I'm going to end the show with that. That's what I think I'm going to do. So not bad. We did some stuff. We took care of the grouping. We worked on this. We still need to do stretch. I'll probably say that for tomorrow. Number matches the group number for that card style. Yep, we got that done. We just need to come in here. Implement those. And we've got these right here. Okay, so tomorrow we'll continue along this path right here, getting those things. Let's get a raid going. Send you over to one of our good friends on the live coders stream team. Send you over to Oh Bother. I'm a big fan of that work he does over there with the hardware, all the tools. His shop looks awesome. Say hi to Oh Bother for me, kids, and we'll see you tomorrow.